What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com, and I want to start off by saying thank you to those who took part in my latest poll that I posted over the community tab. As you all know, in the previous video, I took a crack at editing my video for the first time. I enjoy the process. I'll get better at it, and part of that poll was about should I only show highlights of a game or show every play. And the last time I checked the poll, it was basically split. It was close to 50-50. And I had close to 50 people participate in that. And what I'm going to do is do both. Pretty much what I've done before. In the past, I've always done long videos, showed every play. And recently, I have been using those chapters, those timestamps in the description box, to where you could click on those and it will show all the highlights of the game. So I'm going to continue to do that, but I'm also going to keep learning how to edit some things. Pretty much make my videos more polished while still not leaving anything out, especially the gameplay aspects of things. So you're going to see some cool things going forward. Nothing's really going to change other than the videos will be better in time. So, again, thank you all who participated in that. And now you know what my plan is with that. So, let's talk about the chapters real quick. For those of you who don't know, you can go to the description box below and click on a timeline of all the highlights of a particular game. You click on the time code, and it'll go right to that particular video, or part of the video. You can also do that on mobile, on your app, on your phone. And the app does an even better job of that. When you hover over the progress bar of a video that has those chapters built in, you can click on that chapter heading, and it'll bring up an outline of all the chapters for that video, while the video is still playing at the top. So you can quickly go back and forth between one highlight to the next. Very handy, and that's going to allow me to appease both parties. Those who want to see highlights only, and those who want to see everything. So make sure you make full use of that. Last but not least, I posted a few days ago in the community tab that I have released my latest book, The Parachute Offense for NCAA Football 06. I've received great feedback from those who have bought it already. So make sure you check that out. Just go over to the website, click on books, and it'll be right there. And as usual, the link to this website is in the description below. Okay, having said all that, let's get right back into our Dynasty. I've been super excited to do the Dynasty after doing some editing. That I wanted to get right back into that. I'm hoping to do a tutorial video maybe after this. But right now, we're going to get back into our Dynasty. The previous game we took on Louisville. It is what it is. They were just a lot better than us. They're having a bad year, but they didn't show it when they played us. We had too many mistakes, and that cost us. Not that big of a deal. We didn't have anybody get hurt, and it was a game that I was pretty much expecting to lose, so I wasn't hurt too bad by that. But today we're taking on Kent State. Now, their C overall looks like they got a good rushing attack, and their defense doesn't look too bad. This is one of the games where I feel like we have a chance to maybe sneak up with a win. We're going to try our hardest with that. Okay, so let's go quickly. In-season recruiting, again, we're not doing any of that because we're not a 2-star program. We can't go after 3 stars just yet. Let's go over to Sports Illustrated. Look at the top 25 polls. None of this really affects us, but I just want to keep you abreast of what is going on across the country. Same with the Heisman Watch. It doesn't affect us either. Hey, look, that's cool. Robert Meacham is moving right up. He's at the top of the list. He was an awesome ball player for us at Tennessee. Good to see him on the list, along with, there's Reggie Bush, AP, Kyle Wright, and then Chris Leak, who every time I see his face, see his name, I get upset just because there's a lot of back history with him at Tennessee, and one day I may get into that. Players of the Week, we can look at this as well. This is the National Players of the Week. You got a kid from Maryland, a kid from Wisconsin. There's no point looking at the conference stuff because we're not really in a conference, so I'm not too worried about that. One thing I would like to go to is when you go to conference standings, This is where you can look at our team information. I like looking at this. I'm going to try to get in the habit of showing this for every Dynasty video. Just gives you a nice little summary of where we're at statistically, who we played last, injuries, so on and so forth. CT has 8 touchdowns, but 9 interceptions. We got to lower that somehow, some way. You know, the parachute offense, I hate to, it's not high risk, high reward, but, you know, when you're throwing deep balls, you got to hope your quarterback can make those plays, and sometimes he can't. But when you're dealing with a 59 overall quarterback, anything's possible, usually on the negative side of things. Odoms is doing great on his average. Touchdowns fine, but overall our rushing attack isn't going very well, which is expected because our offensive line is terrible, and our backfield just isn't all that great. Biggers is doing his part. He doesn't have a whole lot of touchdowns, but with a parachute offense, the ball goes to whoever's open at the particular time. So you really can't force feed it to one particular player. Defensively, Dykes is still doing his thing, and Weber apparently is leading the team in tackles. Now, I would like to go over to Kent State and check out their team information. Looking at the top right, they got 2 players out. Mockin, I'm pretty sure that's their starting quarterback. The only reason I know that because I had a Kent State Dynasty years ago. Had a whole lot of fun with that when I threw the ball all over the field, and I was able to break some passing records. A whole lot of fun with that. And they got a guard out. I'm guessing he's a starter as well. None of this really says a whole lot. The biggest thing is I like to see what they done the previous game, and they got thrashed by Eastern Michigan. Looks like they got a linebacker, I'm guessing Parrish, is putting up some good numbers on the tackle department. I like that screen, though. It gives some good information. Next up is I want to quickly go to rosters and just see if there's any updates to overall roster boost since we got home field advantage turned off. The big thing is I want to see one of these 6 players go up. We have a couple of guys that went up +3, +3, and +4. I just don't know if that has happened since I turned HFA off. One of these guys should go up eventually, and if I don't see that, then I still am not 100% sure that your overall will go up if you do not have home field advantage turned on. So we'll just continue to monitor that as we go. I think that's it. We can go ahead and take on Kent State. Now is probably a decent time to get a player or 2 in trouble so we can lower that bar even more. Last time I checked, it's still pretty high, like a little over half. I want to get that as low as possible so we don't have to waste points on that in the offseason because we're going to need all the points we can get for recruiting. And it looks like nobody is in trouble, which is, that's fine. Look at another summary here. Looking at some of their personal stats. Looks like their halfbacks got to 600 yards through half the season. He's well on pace to get over 1,000 rushing yards. One thing I need to do, I need to check the scouting report. Looks like Kent State runs a spread offense. Their run-pass ratio is 60-40, but it all depends on where their impact players are. They run a 3-4 defense, and it looks like they are pass-oriented on the defensive side of things. And their playbook... Let me make a decision here real quick. And their playbook is 2 ace formations and the rest gun. So it's a true spread playbook, to say the least. So let's check out their roster. Starting quarterback is out. Again, I had a whole lot of fun with him back in the day. His backup, nothing special, 72 speed. We'll go after him if we can. Halfbacks is everybody's in the 70s. Nobody's really fast. But this kid right here is putting up some decent numbers this year. Fullback, nothing special. Here they have an impact wide receiver. If I'm not mistaken, this was the guy I put up. I think I won the Heisman that year with the receiver. I'm pretty sure this was him. The name doesn't ring a bell, to be honest. It could have been somebody else. Either way, we got to watch out for this guy. That tells me they're going to throw more than usual today. Tight end, nothing great. Look at their offensive line. 82, their left guard is out. 68 at center, 80 at right guard, and 70 at right tackle. Nothing great on the offensive line. Of course, we have nothing on the front 4 on our end. But maybe we can take advantage of something there. Like I said before, they run a 3-4 defense. So they got 80 and 76 on the ends. Neither one's very fast. Now you see this kid right here, 6'3", 280. That's your typical 3-4 defensive end. Defensive tackles, not bad for them. A couple guys in the 80s. They got an impact guy, left outside linebacker. This was the kid who's leading them in tackles. Middle linebacker, 76 and 74. I'd love to have this kid right here. I mean, he would just do wonders for us currently. Right outside linebacker, it is what it is there. Nothing great. They got an impact corner, Usama Young. We're going to have to, I don't know if we're going to have a hard time throwing away from him. We'll try our best. We'll see how that goes. But him and Biggers, that's going to be a crazy matchup today. Two impact guys going against each other. Free safety, nothing great. Strong safety, nothing great at all. They got a kicker. They got a punter, nothing special. And I think that's it. We can check formation subs real quick. The last changes I made, they should have stayed intact. And it looks like they are. So I am going to, let's go Odoms here, and let's do Lane there. Let's just switch up and see what happens with that. Okay. We're kicking off first. As usual, we're going to do a high kick to avoid any easy returns. This may go sideways here, but I'm hoping he will fair catch it, and he will. Going 4 wide, we'll start off with quarters. The run-pass ratio is going to be interesting today. It says they like to run more than throw, but they got an impact wide receiver. I'm going to stay. I probably need to go out a little bit here. Somebody make a play except that guy right there. Ooh, overthrew it. We'll take it. I love their uniforms. It's the blue and gold bowl. Both teams have the similar color palettes, color code, or color combos. I think they have a turf field as well, if I'm not mistaken. It's been forever since I played on their field. Halfback direct. Somebody get a stop here. Oh, that ain't good. That ain't good. And he's gone. Wow. No problems whatsoever there. And no, what do you do about that? Halfback direct, one juke, and he's gone. I thought we had him at one point, but that one juke was all it took. Terrible play by 22. I don't know what he was doing there. And that's not the way you want to start off the game. So we're going to get on offense, try to tie it up. Biggest thing I want our offense to do is just not have so many turnovers. It's a miracle we've won a couple of games so far this year with the amount of turnovers we've had. I've been able to overcome them. But if you can play a clean game offensively and score some points, you could be tough to stop. Big kick right down the middle of the field. I'm going to let that one go. I don't think I can get to the 25. Or 20. I think it starts on the 20, didn't it? Yeah, 20. Okay, let's go ahead and let's just do a toss. Now, they run a 3-4. So I don't know if our tosses will be super effective today. We can try, though. I'm going to run to the left. Get away from their two impact guys. Look at that. Perfect defense. So maybe the outside stuff won't be very helpful today. Let's try drag special. They're going man. They're going dime. I don't know if this will work at all. We can run some clock while we're here. What worries me is I'm going to try to give this to Odoms if I see anything other than cover 0. And one of those corners on the right side will cover him pretty easily. Yeah, as such. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So now it's 3rd and long. Not what we wanted to see, but we got to try. Going zone dime, we're going to go to somebody over the middle, more than likely Biggers. If it's cover 3, I'm hoping I may be able to sneak it to our halfback, but we'll see what happens. We're going to let this clock roll down a little bit before we snap it. Get down to at least a couple seconds. Cover 2. Just Terrible throw by CT. Just the accuracy was awful. Just overthrew it. Nothing you can do about it. So now we got no choice. We got to punt it. And they're going to get amazing field position because we always sky punt this thing. I'm worried about this. Okay, he caught it. Worried me there. All right, back on defense we go. We need to get a stop here. I don't want them going right down the field and scoring on us. If we can help it. I think he hit him in the chest, but he just couldn't get his hands up on that one. We'll stay in quarters out of nickel. Going gun spread this time. I'm going to stay in. Well, I probably need to spread out a little bit. I got a lot of field to cover on the left. And great, he got out of bounds. Bad throw by the quarterback. So it's 3rd and long. Desperately need a stop. I want to put some pressure on this guy if I can. I'll control Owens. Interception. I had to take him over to do that. I was afraid he was going to do something goofy. So take him over, get the interception, and move on. So we're on the left hash. So I want to go play action off of this. Let's do PE rollouts. We're going man. I'm going to motion John St. Louis over. Hopefully he can get some distance between him and his defender, depending on who's on him. And that don't look good. Nobody's really open. I'm just going to throw that away. That's just great coverage. You can go back and look at this. And that impact guy was on him. So if I was going to throw it to him, that would have been bad. I probably should have threw it to Whitaker right here. That's my fault. That needs to be my number one guy. If it's cover 1 and my number 1 read on the top is covered, I need to go to that guy right there. And I just did. I kind of got spooked. And I may have been feeling some pressure. I don't really remember. I know. No, it wasn't too bad. I mean, I could have. That's just my bad. Good play on their part. Let's do middle choice. Another base concept. We're going zone. This will go to John St. Louis. The clock has stopped, so we can go ahead and go to him. Almost get the first down. Great play. Did I get it? Ooh, they gave it to me. Great play. Let's go here and let's do another play action. It's on my mind. Let's go PE read. We're going man. What worries me is that linebacker is going to be on Whitaker. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. The clock is going. So we're going to let it roll a little bit. This will go to one of the tight ends. We're going to have to go over the top of John St. Louis. Oh, great catch. Now, I think they went cover 0, and they did. So I would prefer to go to him as my cover 0 beater than anybody else. So that's who I went to over the top. Almost got sacked. I got it off just in time, though. Great play to the big guy. Now, I want to go back here, and we're going to try halfback draw. We're going zone 3-4, so I'm going to try to go up to one of the gaps here. Let's bring somebody over. See if that helps. I don't know if it will, but we're going to go to the right. Let the clock roll a bit. See if we can get... Can't see anything there. Just great defense. We can check here, see if they're whole. I didn't see any. Sometimes there is. Sometimes there isn't. So I went to the outside, but their coverage was spot on. So nothing we can do about that. We'll stay here and go to tight end streaks. We're going man. I'm okay with that. I'd love for them to go cover 0. I'd love to go over the top, preferably to JSL. Let this clock run some. I'm in no hurry. Cover 0. Let's see. Oh, no, that's double coverage. Oh, how did he get over there? We need to check this. Oh, did you see what they done here? Look at this right here. You rarely see this. They went cover 1 with their linebacker. That must be a 3-4 play, only exclusive to that. So that was a cover 1. That's a great job by them. I was not expecting that. So now it's what? 3rd and 9. We're on the 40. What I want to do, I am going to... Do I have it? Let's see what I have here. I'm going to go with a half. This is 2-down territory. I'm going to go with halfback rec, and we're going to have a more manageable 4th down. I'd rather it be 4th and 5 than 3rd or 4th and 9, if that makes sense. Clock is stopped, so we can try this. Ah, great play. Didn't get the first, though. It's 4th and 1, so what I need to do, we got to go for it. Let's go back here. Let's go slant outs. We're going man. We're going dime. This is this interesting situation here. I'm going to go to one of the 2 outside guys. Good play. All right. I was a little worried going up against that impact corner. You just never know. But we got the first. Now, I want to go back. Let's do P. Reed again. I have it on my mind for whatever reason. We're going zone 3-4. This will either go to Odoms or Whitaker. The clock is running. We're slowly going down the field. This is either L1 or R1. Just get a first, or not the first, but we got about 4 yards out of it. I want to stay here. And let's go back to drag special if I could find it. There we go. They're going man. But I don't like that impact guy on the far right. I don't know who he is covering. The clock is stopped, so let's try this again. Wide open. Good deal. Let's just do a stiff arm, play it safe, and get the first. I have an idea. Let's try. We're going to do QB choice. I'm definitely going to just hand it off. We're going dime. I'm just trying to think of an off run of some sort just to throw them off a bit. That's just perfect defense. I mean, our offensive line just can't block anything. Because of that, though, let's just run it one more time. They're going man, they're going nickel. We may have a chance with this one. Who is on who? I'm going to motion this guy over. I'm definitely going to go to the right. They don't have their best player out there for whatever reason. If our offensive line could just get decent blocking here, I think we have a chance for a big gain. See if we can get the first or touchdown. It was close, but we're on the goal line. 30 seconds. Let's put in our sub package. Put our fullback in there. He's a better blocker than Whitaker. I'm going to flip it. We're going to go slam. I want to flip it just to get away from that impact linebacker. And I've done that correctly. I figured he would stay over there. And they're shifting in that direction. This is obvious. We're going to go to our left. The clock is stopped. And nobody blocks the guy. What do you do about that? I'm afraid to do it. Let's do a toss. We're going zone. Let's see what they shift. That's an interesting shift. Let's take a chance. Let's do this. Perfect defense. What do you do? And we got a player hurt in the process. Injured his arm, offensive lineman of all people. I probably should have let the clock go on that one, and I didn't. That's okay. It's 3rd and goal. Well, 3rd and 6. Let's go. Tight end streaks. And they're going goal line. I forgot about that. I'm going to call a timeout. I don't like the way any of that looked. So let's go back here. Let's go normal. We're going to go curl flat. We're going man. I have to go to Biggers. He's the only one, since we're going man, they are going man. He's the only one I know that I could probably get a touchdown with. Touchdown. Woo! All right, good call. We've tied it up, or we got to get the extra point first. I was trying to think of a decent man beater that was deep enough that they weren't going to go goal line on me. If I would have went with any other formation, they probably would have went goal line regardless. So that was my first idea, was to go to that. And it worked, thankfully. So let's kick the extra point, tie this thing up, and get back on defense. I may have missed this. Nope, right down the middle. Good. Okay, I'm happy with where we are for the most part. Could be worse. But at least we're controlling the narrative. You know, we're not turning the ball over. We're running a lot of clock. And another terrible kick here. He should fair catch it, though. Love to get a stop here. We're going to go back to quarters. Good play by the halfback. Nothing you can do about that. Went right by me. That's a good place to attack quarters. Over the middle. Lomax is coming back, thankfully. I completely forgot about him being hurt. Play action on this one. Fumble. Oh, look at them get that ball back. Dang it. The ball rolled in their favor on that one. We'll go back to quarters, I guess. They're marching right down the field. Oh, I was waiting on it. Thought I had a chance. We're going to take a chance. Speaking of, we're going to go zone blitz. I'd love to get him in a really... Oh, I thought... Dang it. I thought they said they was going 3 wide. We'll do quarters. Play action. Dang it. Just good quarters defense, you know, beater right there. No pressure whatsoever. I might have to go out a little bit more because I got more field to cover. Wide open over the middle. Make a play, somebody. Great defense. Nice. What a great play this was. I thought he was going to botch it. Woo! Good play. They're doing, I don't know what all that is, but we'll just stick in quarters. Nickel, that's our best set. Somebody get to him. Sack. I think that's Crossley. Defensive tackle. You don't usually see defensive tackles get sacks like that. Great play. We needed that in the worst way. Now we got to figure out a way to get after this guy. He's got all day to throw. Oh, no. So we got to get to him. Okay, so I'm hoping they kick a field goal. And they're kicking a field goal. We'll go field goal safe man. Just in case they decide to fake it. If we can hold them to field goals, I'm more than happy with that. That's perfectly fine. That is victory in my eyes for the defense. So let's get the ball back and see if we can get another touchdown and get our first lead of the day. Right down the middle again. I'm going to let that one go. One thing I want to try. We're in the middle of the field. I want to go... We're going to go tight end wheel. And they're going man. I don't know. Everybody and their brother's coming down this way. Let's do that. That may be a flag. Dang it! Intentional grounding. I was feeling the heat the entire time, and I had nowhere to go. 2nd and 28. Jeez. Oh, that's terrible. All right, let's try to make up some of that. Oh, wow, we're like on the 2-yard line. The clock has stopped, too. Well, that was salvageable. We got something out of that. Now it's 3rd and 11. Now it's halfback corner time. They're going man. What worries me is that he's coming down. Let's have Biggers do that. Maybe we can get a better separation for DeLume. No, let's do that instead. I'd rather have Biggers. That's a better matchup. Let's go ahead and snap it. Just a bad throw. So we'll punt it. Big failure possession right there. It is what it is. So now we got to get back on defense and try to stop them. Didn't even take up any time off the clock either. High. Dang it. I was hoping he would fumble it. I'm surprised he didn't fair catch it. But they got amazing field position, but we can't give up the easy touchdown. We need a turnover, something to help out the offense a little bit. A good little run by the quarterback. We'll do quarters out of 4-3. Running a lot of RPO type stuff. Wasn't really expecting the quarterback to move around as much as he is. I'm just waiting for him to goof up and throw in my direction. Halfback direct. Dang it. Dang it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What do you do about that? It just, nothing we can do. We'll go zone blitz. We'll take a chance on a blitz. And up the gut they go. Oh, at least we got to him. I thought he had a surefire hole to go up there and he couldn't do it. I am going... do we have it in here? I'm looking for... Let's do Monster 2. I'm just going to throw a weird zone blitz at him and see how he handles it. I'll control the middle linebacker. Dang it. That's just nothing you can do about it. I tried. Just throw something at him, anything. Well, we're in a deep hole. We got to figure out what to do offensively. We're just not moving the ball well at all. We've had one good drive, and that was it. I'd love to use this next minute 43 to get downfield and score a touchdown before half. But that was just too easy of a drive for him. Their quarterback's playing great. We're getting no pressure on him, even on our blitzes. Great run by Biggers. Minute 39. Let's just go tight end streaks. We're going zone. I'm hoping I can get out of bounds with this one. What do you do about that? I mean, just, you're going to drop it, you're going to drop it. Let's go back to slant outs. They're going man here. They got their linebackers on the edge. We'll do that. And they're not calling a timeout. 3rd and 5. When I want to try. I want to go back to direct. I'm going to let the clock run. I'm not in a big hurry. Well, I kind of like what I'm seeing here. They're doing that. I'm going to let the clock run just in case, because they're probably going to get the ball if I don't get a first down here. That way it gives them a minute to try to do something instead. But if I get a first down, then I can get in the groove of things. Let's see. First down. Let's go. Drag special. We're going zone. Hopefully we can get this to John St. Louis towards the sideline. I don't need him over there. Get 7 yards. I'm going to run the same play. We're going man this time, but we're going dime. So I don't know how helpful this will be. But they're going cover 0, and he short-armed it. Great catch, though. Oh, awesome play. Wasn't the best throw, but Whitaker done a great job on this one. And it helps that his defender tried to go for the interception on the dive. Okay, the problem is we're giving them 47 seconds to play with. We need to somehow, some way survive that. I'll take a swig of water. It's good we was able to take advantage of the cover 0. We're going to get decent field position, but we can't give up the easy play. Thankfully, we got stopped there. And here is where we really need to do some damage here. Damage control, I should say. That was a great catch. That was a perfect time throw. So here's where the things will get goofy. Watch them call something goofy right here. Look what they have in the backfield. I'm going to let them keep doing that. Keep everything in front of us. We could get a stop here. This is kind of a glitch part of 06. I think it's probably like that in the other games as well. And look at this. Look at that. What? I don't... Oh, that drives me insane. That's just crap. That's all that is. That's just bogus nonsense. And he has like terrible overall when he's at halfback. But it doesn't matter. He just bounces off everybody. So whatever. If we lose by a touchdown, I'm going to blame it on that stupid call right there. It's just dumb bad luck with that one. I guess I should have called a timeout. I just wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting a wide receiver converted to halfback, which would drop his ratings, just bounce off everybody and still get a touchdown. But what do you do? So much for that touchdown we had earlier. So now we're going to go into halftime with a 10-point hole. Unless we could do something here. Just don't fumble it. 10 seconds. I may try. I'm just going to take a knee. We're too far back. There's no point. Let's just go to half, regroup. Defensively, I feel like we're doing fine, but I guess we're not doing fine defensively. We're just wasting, just terrible tackling. We're not forcing turnovers. That's got to change in the second half or we're going to get beat. We can look at some stats. I don't know if it's going to say a whole lot. But we're giving up 200 yards on defense. I don't know what to do about that. When you have goofy plays like the one we just saw. You know, both teams are playing clean. I mean, we're playing clean offensively, but they're just playing a whole lot better. They're just making more plays than we are. Hopefully we can reverse that in the second half. So let's get the ball here. Go down the field, score a touchdown, and get it within 3. Another middle of the field kick. Not a terrible return. We can stay here, go tight end streaks again. They're going man. I'd love to see cover 0 again. Good catch by DeLume, but it was short-armed it. He had to come back for it. We only get 3 yards out of it. Let's do tight end wheel. We're going zone. I can go ahead and bring him over. He can sit over there. We're going to give this to Biggers. Let the clock roll. Might as well. Ooh, yeah, it was just... Here's what happened. Here's why that guy made a play. Look at this wheel rat right here. He gets stopped. And that guy just sits there. And by the time I'm going to him, it's all over. I couldn't have gone to that guy. That would have been picked off. Now it's a 3rd and long. We've had too many of these today, but what do you do? So back to halfback corner we go. We're going zone. See if we can make a play here. Just a terrible play. Terrible throw by CT. That's not your fault. That was a bad throw. So now the game is getting away from us. And there's nothing we can do about it. Nobody's making enough plays out there. At least for our team, they're not. This is the one game where I feel like... I mean, the Louisville game, yeah, we were outmatched. Don't get me wrong. But this is the game where it feels like you just don't have enough bodies to play with in order to succeed. Just nobody's making enough plays on either side, especially on defense. So we're going to have a couple more games like this, I'm sure. And how did he catch that? How in the world? Whatever. I'm not worried about it. Not with this game. It's already feeling bad as is. So they got 2 impact guys. I just somehow intercept that somebody. Oh, somebody needs to pick that off next time. So they got 2 impact receivers apparently. Maybe that's what I was missing. I'm going to go back and look at this. It's their tight end? No, wrong. No wonder. So who's their other... They got another impact guy. Is it a halfback? They move it. Maybe it's the corner. Maybe they got the corner out there or something. I don't know. Either way, it's 3rd and 1. I'm gonna go with the. We're gonna go with the 1 high. You gotta be kidding! Look at this. Perfect defense, but over pursued. What do you do about that? I mean, look at that. I don't know what. I mean, I'm speechless. Just our defense is playing so bad today. Somebody make a stop. Anything. An interception. Something of consequence. Decent tackle there, but we get a player hurt. When it rains, it pours, I tell you. Everything comes in 3s and 4s. I don't think I meant that to rhyme. Let's go quarters. Gosh, somebody make a play, interception, something. Look at that. Their quarterback is just doing whatever he wants to against us. And I don't know what to do about it. Not much you can do when you don't have the talent to work with, but it is what it is for this season and the first handful of seasons until I get better players in here. And look at this. Look at that. They went counter, which counters hardly work in this game, and they still get a huge gain out of it. I don't get it, but that's just been the story of the day. Just nothing's working, especially defensively. Going to do a halfback direct here. Or an off-tackle play. Told you. At least we got to him. We'll do quarters, I guess. I don't know. I can see him running it here. Play action. Wide open. Dang it. Look at that. I don't... Well, alright. It is what it is, so we're just going to just get through this game as best we can, unless we just get very lucky here in the next 6 minutes or 7 minutes and get close with them. But it's obvious our defense is just not going to play ball today. I know we got nobody on defense, but we play better defense than that against better teams this year. Just not today. It's just not meant to be. Offensively, I can't keep up with it. I want to run clock, but now I can't. I'm too far behind. And I stepped out of bounds. Of course I did. We're going to try. We're going to do P read. I'm going to flip it. We're going man. I'm going to try this if possible. I'm going to have him do that just in case. I'd rather have him do that than Whitaker. That's intercepted. Well, that should have been intercepted. Just a bad play on my part. Just another bad play where just nothing's going right. So let's go do slant outs. We're going zone. I don't know what to say. Nothing's working today. Y corner or a halfback corner. We're going man. We can do that just in case, but good catch. Somehow, I'm worried about that comeback with CT. I don't know if he can make that type of throw, but we'll true P read again. We'll flip it this time. Do it normally. They're going man. These plays haven't worked well for me as I thought they would. We can see if we get lucky here. Interception, and there you go. Story of the night. Just terrible play all around, and I thought that he had good separation. Look at that. Good separation. But CT short-armed it. He short-armed it. So I don't know what to do about some of those types of plays. Some throws he just can't make. It is what it is, but it's a loss, so we'll just get over it and move on to the next game. So now I'm going to run clock going forward. I'm not going to try to come back and win. I can't. Offensively, we can't do anything. Defensively, we can't do anything. So we might as well just end this game as quickly as possible. I know that's a defeatist attitude, but I mean, look at it. We just can't score quick enough to keep up with that. If our defense was playing well enough, I would try it. But they can't. So let's just run the ball, which we can't do. We haven't been able to run the ball any today. With going man, I prefer to go away from that linebacker. Get some yardage. We could try that other P rollout. They're going man, but I guarantee you, for whatever reason, I can't get these plays to work. I can make them work all the time in practice. Intercepted. I got to work on those. That's just my fault. We can go back and look at this. I should have known he wasn't going to get good separation. But look at that. Look at the separation. And I threw it too hard, I guess. But here's the problem. It's such a bad throw that our tight end had to come back for it. So I guess it's my quarterback that's the problem. 3rd and 2. I want to try something. We'll go tunnel screen. Or go in zone. Here's what worries me. I don't know if this is going to work. And I didn't get the first. I told you. Told you it didn't work. Oh, they gave us the first down somehow. That's fine. Whatever. Let's go. Let's do safety attack. We're going man. We can do that. Don't fumble it. Get some yardage there. Let's go tight end drag. We're going zone. I think we're going zone. I couldn't really tell there. We're going man. We can go to John St. Louis here. I was fixing to get sacked. I had to get it off quickly. We can stay here. Go back to tight end wheel. We're going man. Do that. Cover one. Look at that. That's such a terrible throw. What was that? I got to rethink this whole thing. The parachute is fine. It's not the offense. It's my quarterback just struggles to make a lot of different throws. Look how short this throw was. I mean, like, I don't know. He threw it to like right here. He's supposed to throw it down here. So I don't know what to do about that. Look at that. It's such a bad throw. Okay. I just got to think about how to work around that. I'm afraid the only thing he can do is like out routes, goes, and that's like it. I don't know what else he can do. Because some of these other ones, his accuracy, I guess it just requires accuracy for some of these other throws. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm hoping it's just a bad day for him. But I got to remind myself, he's a 59 overall quarterback. And you can go back and look at this. Of course, there's no boost, but since I got HFA turned off. But I don't know. He's just terrible throws by CT. He's having such a bad day. I mean, all-time bad. And I thought they was going 3 wide, not 4 wide. That's why I went 4-3. And they almost get the first down. Thank the Lord it's fourth quarter. Let's try to finish this thing if we can. All-time bad game. I was expecting better than this, but what do you do? And that's a touchdown. He got blocked, of course. Perfect game by Kent State. Everything's going right for him. Look at this. It's just an absolute drubbing. So I'm going to take CT out. I mean, we're going to need him. We're going to play Nixon. It's not going to matter. They both are the same type of quarterback, which is terrible. But the rest of them, it doesn't matter at this point. So we're going to run clock as best we can and just end it. I don't know what to say. It's just all-time bad. I mean, we played better against better teams than what we're doing here, but you've seen it. Just defensively, nothing has gone right. Not one thing. Offensively, nothing has gone right. Not one thing. I don't know how we got the 2 touchdowns we did. Good hit there. Surprised he didn't get a fumble. So I don't know what to call at this point. I'm going to keep running the offense like normal, though. I would run it, but we can't. We're going man here. Get about 7 yards there. Let's do double tight end outs. They're going man. I'm going to run clock. You can do that. Start padding stats. I could take out our impact guys, but I don't have anybody else to put in there. I just don't have any depth. So, what's the point? Let's see if he can make a play here. Get a first down there. I'm going to go back to that screen. I'm trying to think of simple throws that a quarterback can make that's not too bad on him. This is one of them, man or zone. Going man here. I'm going to bring this guy over just to help Odoms. This is practice time for me going forward. The rest of this time, we can just work on some things. Great coverage. I was surprised we were able to get something out of that, but we get the touchdown. Don't get beat too badly. Of course, there's still a lot of time left. I just didn't think some of the throws that is part of the parachute needed a quarterback with great accuracy. Those play-action plays, apparently they just need great accuracy in order to make them work. Because some of those throws that he made earlier, geez, were so bad. It's been so long since I've seen a tight end or wide receiver have to come back 6 yards to get a ball. He short-armed it that badly. I'm not doing any onside kickers, no point. We don't have enough time left to go through all that. And the way they've been playing, I mean, they've just been playing perfect football. Kudos to them. I mean, they've played great. Wait a minute. It looks like I got my mass. Who's Brown? Okay, never mind. Yes, I do control him. Never mind. Don't know what I was thinking there. Dang it. That was my fault. Look at this quarterback go. Look at this. He's playing a perfect game. Running the ball, throwing it. And he's only got 72 speed. What's crazy is I've ran a ton of clock today and it didn't make a difference defensively. It didn't help him out whatsoever. I can't wait to go look at the stats here in a minute, and we'll see the time of possession. I'm sure I've got that in spades. Oh, look at this. You got to be kidding. Look at that. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, we've played above average defense some games this year. This one, I don't know what the problem is. There's just nothing's working. I hate to look and see how many missed tackles there are. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, well. We played better defense against Louisville. Just everybody decided to stop tackling today. I don't know. Oh, it's just frustrating. But that'll get better in time if I can get better players in here. See if Galshaw can do something here. Good little run there. I could get him more involved in the offense, but we've had some games this year where our offense done just fine, so I feel like that's not the problem. We just got a quarterback issue, and I don't know how to fix it just yet. At least today. We'll see how that goes in future games. All right, they're going man here. Let's have him do that. I'd rather have Bigger try to go over the top. Doing that. Wow, what a terrible throw this was. Look at this. The accuracy is just beyond. He throws it like 10 yards away from him. Or 5 yards. Look at that. What do you do about that? So bad. All right, let's run it. To make up for that, they're going 3-4 man. And we may need to go left to get on a hash. Wow, perfect defense. I mean, just no blocking. Let's do drag special. They're going man, but look at that. They're going nickel. This play just doesn't work all that great against nickel unless that corner's blitzing. He's doing that at least. Let's just go ahead. Move him over. Thankfully that corner wasn't on Odoms. Let's do double tight end outs. We're going zone dime. Clock is stopped. Intercepted. Nope. Should have been. Just a bad throw. Look at this. I mean, he short-armed it big time. Had to come back for it. I think we got the first on that one. We did. Let's go with tight end deep. I haven't called this play any this year. It's not really part of the offense. It's got a shoot look to it, but it helps you if you got a halfback that can catch the ball some. The clock is rolling, so I'm going to let it do so. I normally, when it comes to the parachute, I like to have at least a little bit of motion in most of the base plays, and this one just doesn't have any. And DeLume is hurt. Nothing you can do about that. That's going to change some things if he's hurt bad enough. Let's do a draw play. We're going man 5-2. I'm going to have to bounce this to the outside. Let's go to the right. Maybe John St. Louis can block a whole lot better. That's a little bit better blocking. And we're giving them a minute to come back and score on us as well. I probably should have just took a knee and ended it. But that's okay. You score when you can, I guess. But you saw there was no hole up the middle. Sometimes there is. Against man, there probably won't be. That's why I bounced to the outside. We got a minute left. Try to salvage it as best we can. 52-28. It's rough. Defensively, it was bad. Oh, man. That was just the name of the game today. Defensively, we couldn't do anything. And offensively, our quarterback just had his worst game of the season. I guess it was worse against Louisville, but that's Louisville. You kind of expect that. Odoms ended up being our player of the game, which is interesting. I guess he caught the ball a few times. I guess that helped a little. Look at this. Look at this. I thought he was going to break another tackle and go for another touchdown. I mean, Wingo covered one. I'm guessing they're going to run it. Defense has been so bad, I don't know what's best. And let's spread it out. We got one more play left. We'll just do another one high. Thankfully, DeLume is not hurt. Seriously hurt, at least. They have no choice but to snap it. I'm guessing they're going to run it. And that's the ball game finally. Just a bad performance on my part. Defensively, offensively, nothing went well. But it is what it is, so we got to move on. So we can check out some stats. I'm curious to see. Let's go we threw the two. They only had 71 yards passing, but look at their rushing attack: 304 yards rushing. They didn't even have an impact player in the backfield, and they had 300 yards rushing. But every one of those runs were just big gaping holes. I mean, and what really hurt the game, the big turning point, was the wide receiver on that glitch play before the half, getting the ball, breaking 3 tackles, and going for a touchdown. That's what killed it. We couldn't recover from it. And it was all downhill after that. That's where we had our 2 turnovers in the second half. We had such a clean game in the first half, but it all went downhill after that one play. So what I wanted to see was, there you go. We had almost a 5-minute plus on the time of possession. And we got beat by 28 points or 24 or whatever it was. Oh, it's just so bad. And Eldridge, 15 of 27, 2 touchdowns. That doesn't look bad until you get to the 2 picks. And a lot of those, he had a couple other plays that probably should have been picked as well. Running the ball, our averages were good. I don't know if that average would have gone up if we would have ran more. I'd be hesitant to see if they were. Maybe I do need to run more. I know it's just really hard when your offensive line is very bad and your best running backs is 68 overall. So that's why you notice why I'm throwing a whole lot more. But maybe I need to run the ball more. Maybe that's my problem. At least today it may have been. I'm not sure. I don't think none of them would have worked today. This is the way it worked, the way it kind of came out. A lot of people got to touch the ball in the air. John St. Louis, Biggers, even Odom's got quite a few touches. But it was nowhere near enough. Defensively, it was just all-time bad. I'd like to go see. I don't think we can try this. We can go rushing. I wonder if you go break tackles. Here's the biggest problem. Tillman, the halfback, this was their backup halfback. 4 broken tackles. They had a total of, that's 11 broken tackles today. That's just rushing. And receiving, I guess they didn't throw the ball enough for that to matter. Just a bad day. So we got to move on. So let's check out and see who we got next. I think we got a bye coming up. We're 3-4. We got 4 games left. In order to get to a bowl, and I guess our goal wasn't to get to a bowl this year, but we got Akron. Akron is 1-5. You'd like to think we may have a chance there. We can see here they're not very good at anything except their running attack is not terrible. And if I remember correctly, their best players are in the backfield, so that may be even worse for us. But look at our rush defense this year. It's one of the worst in the country. We got to do something about that. And the only way we can do that is via recruiting. Because look at our pass defense. It's top in the country, but that's skewed. We all know that. Then bye week, then we got Notre Dame. That's why it would be great if somebody gets in trouble here to lower that discipline bar. But we still got more games to play. Maybe we can sneak out a win out of one of these next 3 to 4. We'll see what happens. So come on back. We'll take on the Akron Zips, and I'll talk to you later.